Hello everyone, we're here at Gateway Elementary today, and we had a focus group meeting today that focused on 21st century classroom and what are the non-negotiables of that classroom, what are the things that we want to see in that 21st century classroom, because we have a bond campaign that we completed and we have some bond progress going on right now. We're trying to identify what that looks like today, and I have Terry here and Delane and CK, and I'll start with Delane. Delane, what did you see out of that focus group this morning?
Well, it's interesting. We have a technology standards group that really looks at what all the factors are that we should have in a 21st century classroom. Something that's been evolving over the past year or so. We've talked a lot about traditional standards and what computers and devices should look like, but now it's really what improves instruction. We know that the teacher is the #1 factor of student success. And putting the right tools in the hands of teachers that really enhances learning is really one of the goals of that overall group.
CK, as far as the best practices and how we really mold 21st century learning and project-based learning into those activities, how does that affect the best practices handbook?
Well, I think we're going to want to take some of these best practices for technology and we're going to want to embed those throughout the handbook as much as we can. At the moment it's a separate tab, but we're really hoping to find a place on every single tab to be able to identify those best instructional practices for technology.
And Terry, from a building standpoint, what has Gateway allowed classroom learning to happen that typically you haven't seen in OPS before?
Sure. First off, I feel so lucky to be able to come to Gateway each day and be a part of everything that we have here, and I know the staff feels the same way. So right behind us you can see we have a state-of-the-art lab, 30 brand new computers. Our computer class is as part of our block scheduling, so students get to go to computers once a week. We have the audio systems wired in each of the classrooms. We have closed circuit TV right attached to our computer lab where I can broadcast the announcements each morning. I can get a message out to all 900 of our students within a matter of minutes. And we use our students as broadcasters as well. We have the auto response clicker technology in our classrooms. And so those are just key points that I always point out when I have families coming in here to take a tour of Gateway or different groups. I just think it's we're on the cutting edge and we're definitely ahead of the game in terms of the technology that we have in our classrooms here at Gateway.
And as always, thanks for tuning in. If you have ideas on what you think a 21st century classroom should look like, email those. I have Eileen Heller's email in this email of this podcast, and feel free to email her with any ideas that you might have as an instructional leader in OPS. Thank you so much.